In high school, I really didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and I heard from a couple friends that the Air Force is a good way to jumpstart your career. So I told my parents I'm going to enlist in the Air Force. Long story short, my mom said, "No way, it's not going to happen."
Yeah.
The next day, my dad asked me if I heard about the Air Force Academy, and he told me a little bit. It was a college, and you get in the Air Force afterward. So he's like, "Go on academymissions.com, look at the website, see how you like it." An hour later, I came back. He goes, "Oh, how do you like it?" And I said, "I'm an applicant."
Admission to the Air Force Academy is one of the most rigorous college admissions processes in the nation. Not only are applicants subjected to both physical and mental tests, they must also ascertain a nomination from their congressman, vice president, or president to gain admission. With these guidelines in place, a mere 16% of candidates qualify, and even less, just 11%, are offered admission.
When it started getting closer, I had a physical. They did the eye exam, just checking overall health.
Okay.
Did some blood work, as well as a hearing test,
All right.
and then asked pretty extensive questions about my medical background. I actually did have a documented happening of sleepwalking, so I actually had to get a sleepwalking waiver.
Oh, nice.
Didn't even realize I was part of it, so
Yeah, I would have never
it
guessed.
kind of tossed up another roadblock for me. CFA actually
And the CFA
is the cadet fitness assessment to try and see that if you're physically up to speed
all right.
to make it past basic training in freshman year and actually succeed in the academy.
And that's what pull-ups, push-ups,
It
crunches.
consists pull-ups, the shuttle run, basketball throw, sit-ups, push-ups, and a 1 mile run.
Okay. And those all have to be done consecutively, right?
Yeah, there's a strict time limit. They want to see if there's more to a person than their numbers.
All right.
So what they do is they actually go through a screening process and recruit ALOs or liaison officers to kind of go to applicant
Mm-hmm.
and give interviews and give them the academy's their recommendation, whether or not.
So I think you'd be a good
So you can
fit.
have someone who has a 4.5 GPA, absolute stud, but just an overall terrible person.
Yeah.
Or
hopefully
vice
screen out.
versa. When I found out about the academy, I was pretty much one track.
Yeah.
I actually talked to my ALO and told him, "This is what I want to do. I don't want to go anywhere else. What's going to happen if I don't get in?" So we actually had an entire plan set up. He said that I can go to community college, keep up on my physical aspect, and take courses that would actually help me look better at the academy, and
Okay.
reapply the next year.
You didn't get in your first time, correct?
No.
First time
It's
applying?
held in limbo till, I would say, early May, and I actually saw that I got accepted into the prep school.
The United States Air Force Academy Prep School rests on Academy grounds and is a place for candidates who weren't initially accepted to the Academy but show a lot of promise to further develop themselves and hopefully garner an appointment the following year. The prep school takes candidates through 1 year of academic classes, military training, athletics, and character development in order to ease the transition to Academy life.
It starts off with basic.
Okay. So
At,
similar to starting here.
yeah,
freshman
at the
year.
academy you have first basic and second basic.
Okay.
Where at the prep school is strictly just first basic, so it's 18 days. Pretty physically intensive.
Yeah. More so you think than the academy itself one?
A lot.
Or
We
more?
actually had a blue book
Okay.
that was considered our contrails, I guess is what you would call it here. We just
Alright.
called it the blue book. And it contained a bunch of stuff from the code of conduct to the national anthem, quotes, enlisted and officer ranks. And week to week you actually had to get the cadre's attention and recite the knowledge, and they'd sign it off.
Alright,
And
and
someone-
that's word for word, verbatim, right?
verbatim. It's kind of tough to say because I still am in the process. As you said,
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
junior here, so I have the rest of this year and the complete next year. So I really haven't seen the payoffs too much.
Mm-hmm.
However, with my experiences here, I would definitely go through it again, even if I didn't have a guaranteed job or had employment opportunities. I've grown so much. I've learned a lot of responsibility. I've been through quite a bit of hardships, everything from physical to
yeah.
mental. This past week we had training. I'm 21 years old, college student, and I was actually given responsibility of planning something for 100+ people.
Yeah.
I mean, where else are you going to get that kind of responsibility and trust?